Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokémon Company.
Blood, I want this
Today,
exact test.
February 27th,
I want this so
Pokemon
bad.
Red and Pokemon Green games were released in Japan.
That
marking
Pikachu's
the
animated.
Robot Pikachu.
It's a real Pikachu.
We've now reached our 26th year since the birth of Pokemon.
26
Thanks
years.
to the support of all you trainers.
I definitely had a I feel old moment.
Thank you, each and every one of you.
Oh, for everyone watching, I have seen some of these announcements, but Ben hasn't.
Updates on a number of
I
I
have some awareness, but I haven't like sat down and watched this video.
Mr. Utsunomiya, please take it away.
I haven't watched the video
Okay,
itself.
that Pikachu
Hello, I'm
is
Untitled
frightening.
Chapter from the Pokémon Company. Allow me to jump straight into sharing the latest updates with you all. First, is
What I
an
like
update
about
on
these two different
Pokemon Go.
setups is at first they showed like starter Pokemon, but here there's a bunch of evolved forms of Pokemon. We're leveling up as the presentation is going on.
Yo, Pokemon Go is burning beaches.
Probably actually true.
Alola. Okay.
I wish I could go back to the
Pokemon
the
that first
zenith of
appeared in the
Pokemon
Alola
Go.
region of the
It was
Pokemon
so much
Sun
fun.
and Pokemon Moon games will be appearing in the world of Pokemon Go beginning March 1st.
Alola Pokemon.
Until then,
So,
Alolan and
I have
Executive
no
will be
idea what's going
appearing
on in Pokemon Go. Does that mean like Sword and Shield are like a year
Hope you
off?
enjoy catching them for yourself.
I'm certainly not up to date with Pokemon Go, but
Right.
they like
Now,
over time have
I'd like to
added
share some
future
news about
generations
a
of
few our other
Pokemon.
games.
Blood, I feel like as far as this Pokemon presentation goes, we have to like eat our vegetables before we get to dessert. You know?
Right.
Trainers go, there are over 142 in total that you can team up
Actually,
with.
visually like the
Powerful
style of
sync
this game a
pairs from
lot.
Many regions have assembled on Victory Road, our newest feature. By completing Victory Road, not only can you team up with Signasuit Red, Signasuit Blue, or Signasuit Leaf, but you can also
Oh no. Oh gosh.
Okay, but that looks good. This is how they get you with mobile games. She looks
Right.
great.
Terrain, powering up all psychic type sync
And you're like, I want that.
Skyla and Tornadus also debut with Skyla and
Yeah, this is great.
This sync
Skyla looks like she's out of Link's Awakening.
They're skilled at supporting flying types and using interference
She looks
against
good.
opponents. And there's more. You'll also be seeing Raihan and Flygon with Raihan in a special outfit. With moves like Sandstorm and Max Flare, they can create several weather conditions. To
Wow,
celebrate
they
the
really
2.5
made people feel like they're
anniversary of Pokemon
regretting
Masters
waking up at
EX,
6 a.m.
Players now have the chance to try out up to 100 sync pairs at no cost. But that's not all. If you log into the game,
I don't know if there's ever been a time at
Station
6 a.m. that I
you can
haven't
receive a
regretted
present
being up at that
3,000
time.
gems as our latest campaign begins. We have a variety of other content lined up as well. Now is the perfect time to play Pokemon Masters EX. Don't miss out.
I have already missed so much Pokemon Masters. Okay. Cafe is actually pretty fun.
Pokemon Cafe Remix, the puzzle game where you mix and match alongside
That's great
your
art.
Pokemon.
It
Introducing
is the best art.
a new way to play.
It's This is one of the chillest games I have ever played in my entire life. You just move your finger around, you watch the colors change, and everyone is extremely happy.
And unlock hidden specialty gimmicks that give you an edge in puzzles.
There's nothing to it.
For the first time in Pokemon Cafe Remix during your deliveries. Its powerful skill.
Has a little apron.
Yeah. It's so funny, Blood, because they will come to your cafe as customers, and the whole premise is that you make them so happy that they want to work for you. And so they're like, okay, you've made me so happy, I'm gonna put on, you know, an apron and a hat.
First login, you can get Bulbasaur's limited time celebratory crown outfit.
Of
For the
course.
second event, there's an increased
We've got
chance
hats
of
for ya.
Shiny Piplup appearing. Starting now, for 4 days, Shiny Piplup will have a greatly increased chance of showing up at your cafe. Use this opportunity to have it join your staff. And for the third event, you can use an 11 times express delivery item at no cost. We'll give you the chance to try out the new delivery feature 11
Something
times.
that drives me insane about mobile games is like,
As the second
you boot up the game and it's just like, okay,
Get ready to
Here's
welcome
100
tons of Pokemon
menus.
to the cafe.
Right.
Go through and
Fun
click
playing
through and get
Pokemon
all your
at
daily
Units
things.
on both Nintendo Switch systems and smart devices.
Man, Pokemon Unite was fun. I should return to Pokemon Unite.
Since Pokemon Unite launched last July, lots of Pokemon have joined the fray. Together with unique Pokemon like Dragonite, Aegislash, or Greedent. Form a team and battle.
I haven't played on phone. I wonder how well it controls.
Fire off your Pokemon's moves over and over in new, intense, limited-time battles. Full Fury Battles, added today, February 22nd. You can try out any Pokemon in standard battles and quick battles on special days posted on the official Pokemon Unite website.
Cool.
Furthermore, there is a Pokemon Day event happening right now in Pokemon Unite. The mythical Pokemon Hoopa joins the roster during this event. Hoopa can warp ally Pokemon to other locations.
I feel like they just pulled Hoopa from the Sonic universe. Those rings.
Using Hoopa's Unite move, turn into Hoopa Unbound and go wild.
Hoopa Unbound.
While the Pokemon Day event is going on, all players can try out Hoopa.
Listening to this woman with a very professional VO voice just say Hoopa over and over again is amusing.
All players that log in now will receive commemorative Pokemon Day.
I'm sorry, but those outfits look terrible.
Use this Pokemon Day event as a chance to experience the heated battles in Pokemon Unite.
It's so funny. I had no awareness of Pokemon Day. I'm sure I've heard of it before, but
if you do it right, every day is Pokemon Day.
Continue to look forward to more content in the future in Pokemon Unite, available on Nintendo Switch and mobile devices.
Next, allow me to share some news about the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl games.
Okay. That music, though.
game footage is not final? This game's out.
This game has been out for a long time. That ground texture.
We'll send out Oak's letter, an item that will allow you to encounter the mythical Pokemon Shaman within Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl.
The gratitude
You'll be able
Pokemon.
to claim this item as a mystery gift later, after this presentation ends.
You can claim it later today, but they're so, like,
together.
sure that we have to say not final.
Next up, we have some news about the Pokemon Legends Arceus game.
Arceus makes me so happy. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl do not, but Arceus has fed me. Game footage is not final, Blood.
Right.
Today, no video game is ever final. It's so weird. I feel like seeing footage for this game doesn't convey how much fun it is. Like, seeing the footage is almost... I don't know.
Daybreak, later today.
Later today. I wonder what is included in that.
Right.
Hopefully they detail it.
The trailer didn't really seem to tell you.
Yo, online battles?
We are pleased to announce the Daybreak update for Pokemon Legends Arceus, which will be available to players at no cost. You'll begin a new investigation into a curious phenomenon that is causing mass outbreaks of Pokemon across the Hisui region. You'll also be able to engage in new Pokemon battles together with your ally Pokemon at the training grounds. The Daybreak update will be available later after this presentation.
Doesn't sound like a whole lot.
Yeah, it's weird because...
And as a Pokemon Day gift,
there's already, like, battles that you can do at the training ground. And there are already outbreaks of Pokemon that happen on the map, and so it kind of seemed like they were hinting that there's some sort of story through line with these outbreaks.
Right.
I wonder how substantial it is.
To announce that production of an online animated series set in the Hisui region has begun.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
This series will feature an
Look at that art.
storyline and is anticipated to launch later in 2022.
Yeah. The story and the framing of Arceus is so fascinating. I would love to watch that.
What did you think? We hope you all look forward to how Pokemon games will continue to evolve.
Hitting that nostalgia hard.
We've shared with you today the latest information about a variety of our games, but to wrap things up, we'd like to end this presentation by sharing one more video. Thank you for tuning in.
I have to say,
so typical of Pokemon to just like throw a bunch of garbage at you, and then here's the thing you really want. Yo.
It's a live-action video? Have Pokemon invaded the real world? Blood, I was not expecting this.
No, I wasn't either. I think I even saw shots of this on like my feed and didn't have an idea that was actually like Pokemon related.
I want this movie with this lighting to exist. He's going into the Game Freak office.
It's the Game Freak building.
I choose to believe that this is how the Game Freak office actually looks.
He's so freaked out.
Yeah, rightfully so. Did he get... Is this an
The
isekai?
TV got brighter, duck.
Did he get sucked into the... Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Not final.
Well, at least this one warrants it.
Very, strong Arceus vibes.
Yeah.
Just in terms of the environment layout. And the way the Pokemon are milling about. Which is great, honestly. Like, Arceus was such a step in the right direction. It's so heartening to see that they're continuing that direction. Wow.
Nice.
That cozy, in a word.
Yeah, look at this house. You got a switch in the house.
They made sure it was the OLED switch. They made sure. It would be so funny if this man said, "I wish it was on Switch Pro." The starters!
There they are.
Yeah, unfortunately I saw two of them beforehand, which I wish I hadn't seen, but... I mean, come on. I am such a water-type stan, but it's the best. So what is it? It's Scarlet and Violet.
Back
Very
to colors.
interesting. Releasing worldwide this year. Man, I did not expect
Yeah, that's nuts.
a new mainline so soon.
That's nuts. Oh, that's it? That's it.
That's it.
There's not an explanation afterwards. That's it. Wow.
Blood, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, what did you think? Immediate thoughts.
I think it looks good to have, you know, that they're actually doing open world for the main deal.
Yeah.
That all looks good. I think the starters are cute and funny. Like the crocodile, I forget all their names, but the crocodile that's an apple, like.
I actually need to pull up the starters again, just to.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. What I like about these starters is they don't immediately remind me of other starters. Like, I feel like the sort of cat-like grass type. By other starters, I mean other starters of the same type. I feel like that cat-like, like, it looks like Litten from Alola, but that was a fire type. And so seeing it be a grass type, it's just like a little bit of a remix. The Crocodile Apple fire starter is great. And I feel like fire starters, you know, are pretty like graceful or agile, and this guy just kind of looks like a lug, which I feel like is a look normally reserved for like grass type Pokemon. And then this duck. This duck is just a punk.
That hair.
That hair.
Whatever that is. Yeah.
He looks like he's worthless in battle, but believes strongly in himself. Which is, yes. Which is interesting.
Like, there's almost like a lot of like muscle implied with the chest. Like, is this guy gonna be like going up against Machoke or something?
I don't know if it's muscle so much as like fluff that he is proud of.
Right.
And you compare it to Sobble from Sword and Shield, right? And what was so endearing about Sobble is that he was like this kind of like awkward, shy, scared Pokemon. And so to see this kind of like super confident or seemingly confident based on this image water type is really cool.
Yeah, I'm going back to the house because the house looks really interesting. I think I saw somebody say that like it's you know, it's like Spanish influence, and it really does look like that.
Interesting. Yeah, because I was actually trying to figure out like which region they were modeling after, and my first thought was Indian, but yeah, I guess it could be Spanish. That's really cool because they always model, you know, the world after like a real world place or take inspiration from it. Oh man!
What do you think about the look of it compared to Arceus? It seems like it's a step up.
That was actually something that I really wanted to comment on, because the time in which Arceus takes place, right, the world is just simply not as populated or as developed, right?
Right.
And so you have Jubilife Village, which is kind of like your main hub, but what I'm seeing from some of these shots, like even just the house, which is really cool, is just the density of objects that are there, right? Like it's really lush and beautiful, you know, despite technical limitations. I think the density of it is really cool, and to see like giant Pokemon metropolises, it seems like they have like a similar density to them, which is really cool. Yeah, like looking at some of these city shots, like you have, let me see if I can find it. You have Pokemon like on like banner wire and all of that stuff. The animations also seem like they might have taken a step up as well. Yeah, like right here. You just have Pokemon, bird Pokemon chilling up above. You've got a Psyduck in the background there. It kills me, Blood, because I think artistically the look is so on point, and there's so much little details in terms of like the architecture, but I also feel like I'm having to interpret some of that through like a mess of a blurry texture. You know what I mean? Where it's like, what you're going for is really cool, but it is not clear enough, I think, to always fully appreciate, which is kind of frustrating. My big question...
Yeah.
And a takeaway from Arceus that I was disappointed in is, like, the actual, like, open-ended environments we were going and capturing and battling Pokemon were... fun from a gameplay perspective. Like, it's super fun just sneaking around and running into Pokemon and getting excited when you see something new. But I think, like, just visually, everything was kind of like just this wide open, kind of bland feeling, and the more you played, the more like the areas all kind of bled together, and they weren't, you know, that functionally different from each other. And so, like, I really like the detail that I'm seeing in the house. I really like the artistic direction of the cities. But when it comes to the actual open fields, how is that going to look? Is that going to be more memorable than what we saw in Arceus?
So I pulled up some more info that Polygon's got. They have a quote from Pokemon Company that says, open world where the various towns with no borders blend seamlessly into the wilderness. Pokemon will appear everywhere, in the skies, in the sea, and on the streets. So it sounds like you don't have loading between going in and out of town.
That's actually really nice. Because, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I've also got the names, but you can go ahead and, yeah, follow up on that.
In Arceus, like, to get back to the town, you would travel through, and then you'd have to report your Pokedex, and then you'd go through a loading screen. And so if they can make it more seamless than that, I think that would be really awesome, for sure.
Yeah, so these names...
and these are the starters?
Yeah, the starter names are rough. It's gonna be kind of hard to, like, remember these names.
Okay.
So Sprigatito is the cat, the grass cat Pokemon.
Blood. I love that name. I am staring at, like, a zoomed in image on Sprigatito, and I'm seeing these wide eyes, and that name fits. I love it. I really like that name. Okay, good.
The Fire Croc Pokemon is Fuecoco. Fuecoco.
Fuecoco. I like that one less.
Yeah, that one, to me, that's the hardest one.
Okay.
And then the duck is just Quaxley, which is great. I love it.
I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
I feel like they almost had the name and then created this image out of that name.
Right.
He looks like a Quaxley. I think it conveys that kind of like punkish, confident attitude. Some fanciness to him. Are there any other details?
Not on Polygon. I've been trying to like dig up something like actually official, but the like Nintendo press site doesn't have a press release or anything yet. So I'm sure it's like on the Pokemon website.
Blood, we talked about it's Scarlet and what is the other one? Violet. Scarlet and Violet. The font used between them are very sharply different. That's interesting.
Okay, I got the press release now.
Okay,
so
sweet.
it was on Nintendo.com, even though it wasn't on the press center yet. So let's see. Developed by Game Freak. Trainers can explore an open world of various towns with no borders, blend seamlessly. That's what we saw. Yep. They will have a different outfit depending on which game they're playing. Okay. And then they have the stats on each of the starters. And then they say it can link with Pokemon Home. But they don't really say much else about it.
Blood, the other thing that I wanted to mention is we talked about the open world, and in a lot of ways... Go ahead.
They have a website with screenshots, sorry.
Cool.
Let me link this over to you.
Hell yeah. We talked a lot about like the open world and how in a lot of ways I think Game Freak was taking the right step forward gameplay-wise with Arceus. But I think beyond that, what I would really like to see is Arceus was also kind of like, okay, mechanically, let's switch things up on kind of like a core level with how fundamental, without going into all the details, how fundamental battle things work, and like what it means to progress through the game and have boss fights. And that sort of experimentation was great because I think it allowed Arceus to feel mechanically different enough while still retaining kind of the core elements of Pokemon in a really good way. And so I'd be super disappointed if, from a mechanic standpoint, Scarlet and Violet were more traditional. Like I
Right.
want to see that same sort of experimentation. But with this being Gen 9, I wonder what they'll do. Because there was no, like, Dynamax, right? There was no gen gimmick that you typically see. So I wonder if they're leaning... Which, honestly, I'm way down for it. Those gen gimmicks are extremely... They can be extremely boring.
Yeah, so... The screenshots all look like shots from the trailer. The one thing I would say that they kind of show different here is, yeah, they actually show the color differences for your trainer, and it's just this palette swap. So, like, in Scarlet, you've got more reddish hues with, like, a blue hat, and then in Violet, it's more like gray, purple, yellow. Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. I vibe with Scarlet more. How about you? I'm definitely a Violet guy. So. Oh, interesting. Nice. Interesting. The gray shirts, they could probably lighten up on that, but interesting. Yeah, black and yellow socks I like even too. Yeah. I really like the design of both the male and the female trainers. So, in terms of like character design, Game Freak is the absolute best in the biz. Like, all of these designs are so great. I love how Fue Coco is just so much heavier than both of the others. Like, Quaxley is a little bit... Yeah. So, yeah, Sprigatito is 9 pounds. Quaxley is 13 pounds. Fue Coco is 21.6 pounds. Yeah. They have little descriptions of them, too. Sprigatito, the capricious, attention-seeking grass cat Pokemon. Fue Coco, the laid-back fire croc Pokemon that does things at its own pace. I think Quaxley's is the shortest, the earnest and tidy duckling Pokemon. Man, late 2022. So I wonder... That's nuts. That is nuts. What are they doing over there? Like, that's going to be a huge focus for Nintendo come this summer, right? And so, like, things are starting to come into focus where... You know, you've got Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in September. You've got Pokemon Scarlet and Violet after that, right? Probably beginning of November. And then... Considering it, they'll want that to hit Thanksgiving sales and everything, yeah. Potentially also Zelda? Right. Which, that's a massive year for Nintendo. Like, they're really teeing up the ball in a way to knock it out of the park. Holy cow. Open worlding it out. Yeah. Open worlding it out. Man, this first screenshot, Blood, is so beautiful on the website. Like, just the rainbow across the mountains and the city and, like, the lush forests, like, leading up to... I want to be in this world. Like, Arceus... Yeah, it's looking good. Arceus has renewed my faith in a way where, like, this is easily, like, one of my most anticipated games of the year, for sure. Hell yeah. Blood, we have to have a Scarlet and Violet face-off. We have to have a battle to settle the supremacy of style. Cool! Man, this was fun. This was exciting. I love the way that they had the security guard go to the Game Freak office to discover all of this. Super cool. Alright, well... thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully you're as stoked as I am. Pokemon.